Hello 313 subscribers, and especially the ones who thumbs up this video without me having to ask. You're watching me read Marauders. The first thing that happens in this comic is my boy Pyro saying, "Wear a sheet and get beat." I cannot unsee. This dude's got black ink over his face. Yes, the context of it is he's getting a tattoo for the sake of the team and all that. It doesn't actually mean he's applying the black face, but it can't be unseen, and he's fighting the hate monger and the executioner. Now, this fight is epic. I don't know if I should thank Matteo Lolli or if I should thank Chris Claremont for inventing this character, but the way that inventing this original character, giving us something new. Kate Pryde, 13-year-old from Chicago, New Mutant. Here we go. Same thing with freaking The New Mutants. He looked at like 6 or 7 different characters and said, new power, new power, new power. Hey, remember that Colossus sister? New power. Like, creating, right? So I don't know if I should give Claremont the credit for this, but the amount of dodging and everything she's doing is perfect for comic book. There was a moment where she stabs, or one of the executioners stabs Pyro instead of her, and I was like, ooh, that's pretty interesting. I know I've seen that before in fiction, but I think that's cool. We get Yellow Jacket entering the bloodstream. I'll just skip to like the ending, the middle. There's like a page white over here, which is the coolest one they've done in a long time, where it's him reporting back home. It's not a live broadcast because he's being wise about it, but he's getting the information back, and he's talking about what he sees. I thought it was a great use of a white page. Fantastic use, actually. Great. Everything that he saw was paid off with the white and all that. Like, there's a nail salon here. It all made sense. I loved every single second of it. So it was fantastic. Yellow Jacket making his way into Krakoa, also bypassing the security systems that they have, tricking the island. I'm good with that too, because he's inside the body, and that's fine for me. You know, we gotta let things like that slide. I know that it's supposed to be only humans. I mean, only mutants are allowed on Krakoa. I'm good with it. I don't know how you people feel about it, but let me know in the comment section if you're good with it, because I was. Now the fight continues. There is Donald Pierce and Chen Zhao. I needed to be reminded of who she was, and Kate Pryde is gonna question her. Yeah, you were Chinese like a week ago, and she said to her, Krakoa didn't exist a month ago. Good answer, because it's been 6 issues. I love how time passes slowly in comic books, and they're acknowledging that. House of X Powers X happened. When did it pop off? In the spring? Not sorry. It would have been in July. It might have been the first House of X comic. And since then to now, it's only been a month. Good job. Good job, House of X, Dawn of X people. And she's gonna whoop her ass, punch her in the nose, and she deserved every little ounce of that impact. She'll get tossed. Oh, Donald Pierce will get tossed. Hate Monger then will get tossed. Bishop used his power here. It's been a while since I've seen that. So like everyone really got to shine. Even Storm, the little bit that we saw her, you made her mad, and she ups and lifts Donald Pierce off, and he walks the plank. Now, with Lockheed and Iceman, there's a moment here where it's like, I don't need a babysitter, and I was down on that, and I thought these were wastes of pages, but it'll come back because at the ending of the book, we get to see that my boy Donald Pierce is in here with these mutant dampening powers, who Forge is going to take a look at and probably reverse engineer them so that he can finally solve the power dampening problem. I feel like power dampening stuff, much like death, are just too overused, and they should have never been invented. This whole mutant power dampening thing. I think that in my brain should not be something that exists for mutants. While he's shooting Kate Pryde over there, I noticed that her sword covers her knuckles, which have the tattoos. So the whole comic book, I was reading it when she was using the sword, it saved the artist the effort of having to write "hold fast" on Kate Pryde's knuckles. So that's really wise of them to do that. It's like how Bucky, the Winter Soldier in the movies, he's got that metal arm, so he'll wear gloves or he'll put his hands in his pocket. During that final scene of Endgame, when Hulk and Falcon were waiting on Captain America, Bucky was there too with his hands inside of his freaking his whatever he was wearing, his top. So Lockheed, bye-bye. That moment earlier that we saw him, it was only to create sympathy, and it looks like he's dead. And look at Kate's face, man. It's very expressive. To see how sad she was to see her bestie die over like nothing, over a position that didn't exist 1 month ago. Shaw is snaking people. So Sebastian Shaw puts her inside the water. She's gonna drown to death. And man, the final appearance of Kate Pride. This was it. No, it wasn't it. This was my face reading that. This page where she passes away, and moment by moment she loses it, takes her final breath, and she dies. This was my face. That was my face, because it's death. She says, she vows that she'll come back. And Sebastian Shaw, in typical fashion, gives his promo, his evil mustache twirling, this is how I did it. And F. Donald Pierce, F. Christian Frost. And he's happy at the end of the comic book. Reading this comic before I began, after the Children of the Atom, after Hellions, X-Men and Fantastic Four, X-Factor, potentially X-Corp, the Moira book, Fallen Angels, Marauders, New Mutants, X-Force, X-Men. I got them all. Excalibur, there we go. And there's probably one I'm forgetting. Yeah, the Magneto one-shot. You see, so after all of that, I was reading this with a critical eye. Is this the book I'm going to start thinking maybe I should cut? Every book now I'm reading of the X-Men, I'm going to be wondering, is this essential? Should I read? Should I not read? This did a damn good job of entertaining me. Minute to minute, page to page. It was phenomenal reading this comic book. This was everything I wanted in a comic, especially in the X-Men. Everyone got to shine. Everyone was treated perfectly. Even the heat that they got on the good guys. That's a wrestling terminology. You don't know what the heat means. Heat means the negative part of the book. So like the down part where Yellow Jacket is now inside of Pyro. That's cool. That, you know, they can't always be winning, right? While it seems like on the surface they won, actually Yellow Jacket is inside Pyro. Actually, Kate just lost. This half mutant, what Sebastian Shaw called her, is dead, and she's like a fan favorite. Dead. But this did a good job of entertaining me. So I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. This book is gonna continue being on my pull. Kate died, and she'll be back.